Regional Trial Court, Branch 70, Pasig City is now session. The Honorable Judge Harriet O. Demetrio presiding. All rise. Almighty God, we stand in your holy absence as Supreme Judge. We humbly beseech you bless and inspire us so that we think, say, and so will be in accordance with your will. Enlighten our minds, strengthen our spirit, and fill our heart with eternal love, wisdom, and understanding so that we can be effective channels of truth, justice, and peace. In our proceeding today, guide us in path of righteousness of your greater glory. Amen.
Thank you. You all be seated. Call the case.
Your Honor, today's case is a criminal case number 121039-45. People of the Philippines Plaintiff-Appellee versus Sanchez, George, Virginia, ZIOLO, Ama, BALDWIN, BRION, Luis CORCOLON, ROGELIO, CORCOLON, and PEPITO, KAWIT. Accused-Appellants.
Is the prosecution ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the defense attorney ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
We will now hear the opening statement from the prosecution. Prosecutor Damaso Romero, please state your case.
Yes, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, we gather here today in the case of the people of the Philippines versus Mayor Antonio L. Sanchez. The defendant stands accused of the rape and murder of Eileen Sarmenta and Alan Gomez, two innocent students from University of the Philippines, Los Baños, Laguna. These crimes are heinous and have caused immeasurable pain and suffering to their families and loved.
Thank you. The defense would like to give an opening statement or would like to differ until the prosecution rests its case.
Your Honor, esteemed member of the court, I understand the gravity of the charges against my client. However, I implore you to consider the principle of presumption of innocence. We must remember that client is innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Direct examination of witness by prosecutor.
Thank you, counsel. For the prosecution, you may now call in your first witness.
Your Honor, the evidence against Mr. Sanchez is compelling. We have witness testimonies, physical evidence, and DNA match that directly link him to the crimes. The prosecution will present a meticulous case, demonstrating Mr. Sanchez's guilt beyond any doubt. Your Honor, he is my first witness. He is Mr. Centeno.
Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, all the truth, and nothing but the truth in this case?
Yes, I will.
Mr. Witness, please introduce yourself.
I am Centeno. I am bodyguard of Mayor Sanchez.
Mr. Witness, will you please tell on this honorable court where you were on June 28, 1993 at early morning?
I was the one who drive the ambulance with MEDIALDEA. We pick up Balabalan's residents in the early morning of June 28, 1993. Under the pretense that they were going to arrest one Rodolfo Caldia alias Tisoy, unknown gun owner and drug pusher in locality. Next to the pickup was Ama in Barangay Masilip, then Luis CORCOLON in Barangay Mabakan aboard the ambulance. The 5 men stopped in Barangay Imo and Wawa until they returned in Calawag past 7 p.m. on the order of police.
What happened next?
Luis reveals to the group that the rape purpose behind the rape Los Baños is to take beautiful young woman, that the mayor has long decided to operate Luis as a gift. Luis is satisfied with the curiosity of his companions. He even made sure that his beauty would make people good.
What happened next?
Soon, we arrive in UP Los Baños ground. As I drive the ambulance around the campus very quickly, Luis circled the area with watchful eyes. Since the search inside the campus was unsuccessful, Luis ordered Centeno to drive slowly out of the university compound and stop when they rounded the agri complex. Luis, Boy, Ama, BRION, and KAWIT got out the ambulance and entered the agri complex. I heard that MEDIALDEA told boss over the radio that they were in the area. The boss is the mayor.
What happened next?
Inside the agri complex, is a restaurant called PEPITO. A Tamaraw van was parked in front of the establishment. Eileen and Alan were its passengers sitting in front seat. He was wearing t-shirt, white shorts, and rubber shoes. Armed with guns, Luis and Boy approached Eileen and Alan, forcibly took the two and put them in the back of the van. All the appellants get into the van, while Malabanan and I stay inside the ambulance. Both vehicles, when Ira is found located in Barangay Curba, owned by the mayor.
Did something happen, if any?
Yes. As soon as the group arrived at the barn, the two captives were brought down the van. Eileen was ganged by the handkerchief in her hands, like Alan were tied. A white towel was wound around Alan's mouth. The mayor then wearing a jogging attire, emerged from the rest house and asked the group, "My children, what's the problem?" To this, Luis responded, "Mayor, this is our gift to you. The girl you have been lodging for, she's really beautiful." "But who was that man?" asked the mayor. Eileen companion boss, MEDIALDEA replied, "We brought him along to avoid complication."
What happened next?
The next destination was an agency in Sitio Paputog, kilometer 74 of Barangay Mabakal. It was here that Luis announced that it was time for the group test on Eileen. The exact word of Luis were, "Let's turbo him more in boss." Turbo. He was made to lie in back of the van while his hand and feet held by other appellants while they waited to the turn. Then the gang rape started. Boy, Ama, BRION, and finally KAWIT weeping in helplessness on the situation. Eileen begs between sobs and grants for the torture to stop. However, the tears and sympathy fell weak and did not come out to the insensitive roots. KAWIT invited me to join the sexual fiasco, but I refused because of my conscience. Could not handle my bestiality that was done to Eileen, who seemed to be dead. After KAWIT's turn, Eileen knelt on the seat of the van and begged for her life. Unmoved, Luis quiet Eileen's cries by forcing something into her mouth and then shots her with his baby Armalite. And after that, I was ordered to remove Eileen's body. After a while, everyone boarded the ambulance and headed to Kalawan, leaving behind the Tamaraw van with Eileen's remains. While we were in the way to Malabanan, we were saddened by what happened to them when Luis, Boy, MEDIALDEA, Ama, BRION, and KAWIT enjoyed the escape at night to their...
What happened next that day?
On the morning of June 29, the next day, MEDIALDEA and I pick up Malabanan. Luis and Ama, they will go to Barangay Limok to show that they are conducting some police operation in that area. Arriving in Barangay Limok, the group found Alan's body that they dumped a few hours before. Luis, MEDIALDEA, and Malabanan get out of the ambulance. Then Luis ordered me to drive back to the municipal hall. Then Boy CORCOLON informed Ama, who was at the municipal hall, that they found a dead woman inside the Tamaraw van in Barangay Mabakal. Dad, then radioed the PNP chief of Kalawan, Major Canyo, who was summoned by the mayor.
What happened the next day?
After that, I went to the mayor at his house in Kalawan about his concern over the reports that I accused of being involved in a rape slave. The mayor gave me 2 million and advised me to keep quiet and hide.
Is the perpetrator of the murder of Eileen and Gomez here in the court?
That is all, Your Honor.
Ross.
Yes, Your Honor.
Redirect.
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Witness, you may step down. Call your next witness.
I am calling on Mr. Malabanan. The witness is being presented to testify on the fact that Mr. Malabanan was seen by the witness being killed by the accused.
Will you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this hearing?
Yes, I am. Are you involved in the crime?
Yes.
What are you doing there?
I was them while doing the crime. I saw everything. They did as Centeno said.
Where were you on June 28, 1993?
I was with them and abducting Ellen and Gomez. We brought them into Mayor Sanchez as a gift because the mayor likes Ellen and we committed a crime in the mayor's warehouse.
Is it true that the mayor is one of the ones who raped Aileen?
Yes.
After the mayor raped Aileen, what did we do?
We gave Ellen to George. MEDIALDEA, the mayor Sanchez said, I've done this, is all yours.
After that, what did they do, Aileen?
Luis announced that it's time for the group to feast on Ellen. The exact words of Luis were, turbuin na rin natin ang tinurbo ni boss. She was laid at the back of the van with her hands and legs being held by the appellants while waiting for their turn that the gang rape began.
Do you know the suspect?
Yes.
Can you tell who is that?
Witness, you may not be excused. The examination of Vladimir Villasenor.
May I call our third witness, Your Honor?
Call your next witness, counsel.
Our third witness, Your Honor, is Dr. Vladimir Villasenor, the NBI medical legal officer who conducted examinations on the victim following the incident.
Swear the witness.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this hearing?
I do.
Will you please state your name, age, status, address, and other personal circumstances?
I am Dr. Vladimir Villasenor, a resident at BRION osteopathy. I am forensic medical specialist at PLAINTIFF, Our Lady of Fatima University, Philippines.
Your witness, counsel.
We offer the testimony of Vladimir Villasenor as corroborative evidence to formally testify the content of the medical legal report.
Proceed.
You declared that you are Doctor of PNP Medical Legal Dr. Vladimir Villasenor. Where did you finish your medical degree?
Our Lady of Fatima University.
When did you graduate?
1885 of Our Lady of Fatima University, Philippines.
Are you a licensed physician?
Yes.
When did you pass the doctor board examination?
In 1989.
Where are you presently connected?
PNP Prime Laboratory Office.
Since when have you been employed in this hospital?
I have been employed since 1989.
What is your present designation?
I am presently a medical legal officer in PNP.
Have you testified as a medical expert in cases before courts of justice?
Yes, mostly in medical legal cases.
How many medical legal cases so far have you testified? What kind of medical legal cases have you testified?
For the past 5 years, around 35 cases, mostly homicide and murder cases.
Do you recall having attended on Aileen, Sermentia, and Mr. Alan Gomez?
Yes,
Do you recall when was doctor about what time?
about 7 in the evening of June 29, 1983.
What happened when you attended to her?
I declared her as dead on arrival.
Attached to the record of the cases is a medical legal report issued by one Dr. Vladimir Villasenor.
Yes,
There is a signature above the typewritten named Dr. Vladimir Villasenor. Do you know whose signature is this doctor?
it's my signature.
Can you tell to us in layman terms the findings?
Miss Elaine died in the gunshot. She was raped and she was shot in the head with a bullet wound. And Mr. Alan Gomez has many bruises on the different parts of his body. And he has a gunshot wound to his back and head. And this is also cause of his death.
What was the particular weapon that was used to stab Miss Aileen and Mr. Alan?
It was a gun M16 rifle.
That is all, Your Honor. Your Honor, we are now resting the case for the prosecution.
How do you intend to submit your formal offer?
We can now offer our evidence, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Evidence A. is the 2 empty shells from an M16 rifle which was retrieved inside of the SUV and on the location where the body of Mr. Gomez was found, both of which are identified by the witness. Evidence B is the M16 rifle used to execute the victims that was identified also by the witness and was retrieved by the police officer in the warehouse of the accused. Evidence C is the half a can of sperm found and a fresh laceration in the hymen of Miss Eileen's private part, stated in the medical legal report issued by Dr. Vladimir Villasenor. Evidence D is the signature of Dr. Vladimir Villasenor to be a part of his testimony that he was the attending physician of the deceased.
Any comment?
Your Honor, we respect the court's decision, but we believe that there are grounds for an appeal. We maintain that our client is innocent and that there were errors in the handling of evidence and witnesses' testimonies during the trial.
Your Honor, the defense's claims of errors are baseless. The evidence presented was handled appropriately, and the witness testimonies were given under oath. The guilty verdict was reached after careful consideration of all the facts and evidence.
The defense is entitled to file an appeal, and the court will review any new arguments or evidence presented during the appeal process. However, it is important to note that the guilty verdict was reached based on the evidence presented in the initial trial. The court stands by its decision pending the outcome of any appeal. Acting on the formal offer of exhibits of the prosecutor and comments thereon by the defense counsel, the court resolves to admit all exhibits offered by the defense counsel specified in the offer. We have now heard arguments both sides in the case of People of the Philippines versus People of the Philippines Plaintiff-Appellee versus Mayor Antonio L. Sanchez, George MEDIALDEA, ZIOLO Ama, BALDWIN BRION, Luis CORCOLON, ROGELIO CORCOLON, and PEPITO KAWIT, accused-appellants. I must now decide if the state has proven beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant is guilty of first stated murder. I have been given material that will help understand the law regarding presumption of innocence and reasonable doubt, as well as the requirement for an anonymous verdict and the facts that the state must prove in order to find the defendant guilty. Order. Will the defendant please stand? You may read the verdict. Thank you, everyone.